What's up, guys? We're back with, what is it, episode 9 of the GDPodcast or something like that? I don't even know. Like, I'm doing my usual thing.
Writing
Oscar said I would, and I said I wouldn't, but YOLO for Jesus, who gives a fuck? Anyhow, we're back with this episode. Basically, I'm just going to pass it to, what's your name? I don't even know. I'm losing the will to live here. Oliver. Kwan.
Whoa, calling me by my actual name?
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Who's Oliver?
Nobody calls me that.
Never heard of Oliver.
Even after I said it, my name's Oliver, everybody still calls me Juan, Ghost, like
Cameron.
Anything but Oliver. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
Cameron,
what have I been playing
playing
this week? I have been playing, what have I been playing? Pretty much just one game, actually. Apart from playing the new mode
What a casual.
Apart from playing the new mode of Rocket League for a little bit, because they implemented that new mode through a patch, and I believe that's actually going to become like an actual thing where you can customize your own games and that, so that was pretty cool. But apart from that, I've actually only been playing one game, really, which is the game of the year 2015.
The Witcher.
The Witcher 3. Because, of course, as I have been trying to do for the last few
weeks.
weeks...
I keep seeing you play it on Steam. It keeps coming up on my bottom right when I load up my PC. I'm like,
what?
Kwan... Why?
Because mate, you haven't played it. It's so good.
I nearly took a screenshot earlier today. I nearly posted it in the chat, but I was like, I ran out of time actually. I couldn't print screen it in fast enough. But yeah, there you go. Fun story.
What, me playing The Witcher?
Yeah, when it came out, like
so
Ghost 2 is now playing The Witcher.
The Witcher. Mate,
anyway,
I thought my English was bad.
it's literally so good, man. I'm still trying to complete it. I my next play session, I will complete the game. I'm that close to completing it. And, mate, these last like 10 hours, 15 hours maybe of the game have just like peaked. Like, and I thought by the time I'd done 40, 50 hours, I'd sort of already met that peak. But now I'm just sort of like, I'm like 60, 70 hours into it. And I'm just like, man, this is so good. Like, it's just such a good game. I'm coming across new things every time I play the game. Which is
anybody else wondering what Kwan has smoked?
You haven't played it, faggot. Oscar hasn't played it. Robin played like 5 hours of it and gave up. Like, who does that on The Witcher? Like, a game that has hundreds of hours of expansive gameplay.
Like,
no, I'm going to play 5 hours of it and then judge it on that.
Fire extinguisher and like blow it on his.
You're not.
Somebody feels insecure.
So basically, it's incredible. I'm about to finish it, and I'll probably play some more of it even after finishing it because it's so good. So yes, that is what I've been playing. So I wanted actually to finish that before I started playing Fallout 4, which I also did buy and I played a few hours of. But after playing that, I realised that actually, realistically, I do need to complete The Witcher before Fallout because I can't really have both of those two on the go at the same time. But anyway, that is enough of me. What have you?
Shall I take
been
over?
playing? Oh, sorry, can't say that.
I shall take the baton. I will go ahead and explain what I have been playing this week, and inevitably, it's something that is, of course, another Game of the Year candidate, and in my opinion, it is Game of the Year. It is, of course.
But you haven't actually played like The Witcher 3, so you can't really say that validly. Your opinion is invalid.
I think overall, people will agree with me that Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is a game that is, well, a very, very good candidate for Game of the Year, and in my eyes, as many others as well, the Game of the Year for 2015. And
you're invalidized.
And I actually finished the game. I said finished about 5 times there. But this is where people, if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid, you won't understand this. I know Callum is actually going to get Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, why'd you ruin it?
Sorry, Callum. I ruined it. Sorry. But yes.
It was a big surprise.
Big surprise, sorry. But Callum is actually not becoming a casual anymore. He's actually going to be a hardcore gamer because he's actually buying Metal Gear Solid 5.
Once a casual, always a casual.
That's true. But no, let me quickly finish what I've been playing, of course. And I finished Metal Gear Solid 5. I finished episode 46, it's called. That is the typical last mission, even though essentially mission 30 is actually the end of the game, but the actual end of the game is mission 46. It's very confusing, well, kind of. But basically,
it's Metal Gear Solid. What did you expect?
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty much the end of the game there, and that explains how like the whole kind of story all links together in terms of over the 5 games, of course, plus Peace Walker if you want to count the PSP game. And yeah, that's pretty much what Metal Gear Solid 5 finishes on. I will not spoil anything, of course. People who are yet to play it are missing out big time. That is, of course, goes to. He's played, I believe, 10 missions. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, how many now? How many now is it, Juan?
About 16.
16. There you go. Mission
bad.
16. He's just over half of the actual game. No, actually no, because I think there's 32 missions or something. Actually, I got that wrong earlier.
So that's half.
So
that's
he's
half,
about
Oscar.
halfway through. Yeah, I know.
Sort your
I
math
thought
out,
it was 30 missions. So Yeah, go on.
You do realise, getting about halfway through Metal Gear Solid 5, like, by the time I must have played about, like,
You probably played quite a few
between
hours.
between 10 to 15 hours,
yeah.
right? If a game doesn't capture my, like, interest in that time, then there's something wrong with it. And, like, well, either there's something wrong with it or something wrong with me. And let's be honest, the last is probably more likely, but I'm still going to give it another shot because I really, really want to enjoy it because so many people enjoy it, but I just can't find it yet. And I actually, reassuringly, in the last few weeks, I've seen actually quite a few people like agree with my point of view. Like, there's a lot of people recently talking about the Game of the Year candidates, and some people are actually saying they played Metal Gear Solid 5, thought it was Game of the Year, but then after playing it, realised how repetitive and, you know, how it seems to be that there wasn't any point to the game, and that they wouldn't say it's Game of the Year now. So that was reassuring for me because, you know, honestly, when everyone's saying a game's really good and you don't enjoy it, you honestly think there's something wrong with you. But I think
Quan, let's be honest here. What's right with you?
that is also a good point.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, that's just a quick point I'd like to raise, seeing as just to point out that I'm not the only person who thinks this, and I'm sure there's people in the comment section who will agree with me.
Well, we'll have to see about that. Let me know in the comment. Let us know, in fact, in the comments, whether Quan is right about MGS5 or whether MGS5 is indeed the Game of the Year.
It's not even. I don't even like care whether or not you think I'm right. Like, I'm just giving my honest opinion. Like, I just find it too repetitive.
I'm sure Robin would disagree.
I'm sure Robin would probably kill you if
but
he got
that's the
the
whole
chance.
point, isn't it? It's about opinions. Like, whether or not you agree or disagree, it's just pretty much what gaming is about, really, isn't it?
We made this channel to debate. That's what we're
That's
doing.
true.
Yep.
Callum, go ahead with what you've been playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge surprise, guys.
Massive.
Like,
Destiny.
that too. Actually, I have a very fair point to make right here, Quan. You just said that if a game doesn't capture your attention in the 10 to 15 hours that you play it, then clearly it's not worth your time.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or there's something wrong with you.
I know what Callum's
That game
here.
captured my attention within those 10 to 15 hours.
What, Destiny?
So, yeah, it did. So that's why I put I don't know how many hours into that game. Like, I should probably find out. But I haven't played that for, I don't know, a month and a half, maybe 2.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe the rehabilitation. I can't say the word.
Rehabilitation.
I can't say it. Rehabilitation is actually working.
It's helping me
Yes,
out.
that's true.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
But go ahead, Callum.
But anyway, yes, as Oscar kind of ruined,
Sorry.
I will be buying Metal Gear Solid 5.
Have you bought it? Or,
No, I will be.
Okay. So
I
you've not
will
ordered
be.
it yet.
No. 'cause
Amazon
I
Prime
can't
it,
afford
Callum. Get it the next day.
My God.
Smash it
What
out.
is this kid on? Crack? Anyway, this week, I've not been playing loads. The weekend just gone. The weekend that we didn't upload the GD podcast, I completed the order. I know I'm a bit late, but I did complete that.
About 10 months late, yep. But
yeah, I know, but like, who gives a shit? I mean, I completed it, but anyway, yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was terrible or anything. Like,
That's
story
one
was
of those
alright.
games that you like. That's one of those games that's always going to be something you want to see a sequel
Yeah,
of because
I
you know
enjoyed
the
it. I
sequel
thought it
is
was
You
going
can
good.
tell that there's a sequel. I could tell.
Oh,
that
yeah,
there
the
was
ending
gonna
of
be,
it,
like,
yeah,
a sequel,
the,
but
yeah,
the sequel,
but, like,
there's just no
it's-
way that they can't
game-
carry that on, really.
Yeah, and the game like had a lot of things it did well, but
Yeah.
and if they managed to do like, well, there's probably more things it didn't do very well, but if they managed to do like correct those errors, then this game could be really good. But you know, as a first game, it was a bit disappointing to many people, obviously, as so many games are hyped up to be, you know, before they release these days, and then don't actually live up to the expectations.
Yeah,
Anyway, I have more that I've played. Don't worry about it. Chill out.
impressive.
I've been playing Rayman Origins as well.
Rayman Legend.
Sorry, same difference. They've both got the word Rayman in. Who gives a shit?
It's like saying Rayman and Rayman 2 are the same game.
Yeah, they are. They got the
Uncharted
word
1 and
Rayman
Uncharted
in.
3, yeah, they're the same
Or-
game. Exactly the same
Yeah,
Hey, you probably think they are.
or like Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare are the same game. Oh wait,
Oh.
Definitely not.
nah, I'm
That's a
kidding.
good point,
It's
actually.
just
I didn't even
banter.
mention I've been
The
playing Black
camera.
Ops 3.
It's
This
just
didn't really occur to me,
banter.
but yeah.
I've been playing Black Ops 3. Like, I'm really enjoying
I'm
it.
enjoying that. I'm level or
Like-
rank, whatever it's called, 36 or something.
I'm 29 as of today.
I'm 5th prestige. Yeah.
I'm not gonna prestige because, like, I can just keep all my good
I
weapons.
know.
Who
That's
cares?
something I want to know, actually. If you prestige, do you lose all your specialists? Or not?
Yep.
Do you?
I think so.
Oh, that's
I think
fucking...
so.
No, I can't be asked to prestige then.
I never prestige anyway, who
That's
cares?
pointless.
Anyway, we're having a really nerdy COD conversation right now, let's just not.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the news section? And I believe that will be... actually, yeah. Take the floor,
The
Quan.
big news bearer.
The news bearer. You see, it's catching
It's now
on
now becoming
People
something that's
know.
actually like
He's
it's
just a
reiterated
Yeah.
in the
knobhead.
podcast,
Yeah, up yours for thinking that wasn't a thing.
Hashtag
Now it
news
is.
No,
better.
you just stick yours up Cameron.
Wow.
Okay.
Cameron, please
That's
come.
And on that note, no. So the first
I
news
am
that we
out.
have, of course, this week, is regarding what at the beginning of this year was probably my third, most hyped game of this year, but now I'm actually probably not going to get it.
Okay,
Is
what is it
the release of Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes.
And the various reviews that have been coming out for that, and it's not been performing too well in terms of reviews. I don't know what it is on Metacritic or anything like that, but it's been getting
73.
mostly
But
some.
I think
73.
Mostly
it was
sevens and eights,
relatively
isn't it?
low 70s, yeah, I think.
But
Yeah.
but that in itself isn't a
It's
bad
not a bad
thing.
game, no, it's like a...
No, it's
but
not.
But obviously the expectations for it based on the two previous Star Wars Battlefront games was just so incredibly, high.
There was pretty
but-
much no way that it could have lived up to it with EA being the developer.
It's a
Well, yeah,
74 on
that's the thing,
Metacritic for PS4, and for Xbox One it is a 75, so pretty much exactly the same. 75, 74. 7.5.
So are either of you getting that game?
Nope.
Or...
See, the thing is, I have. If the full game itself has the inevitable price drop, if it goes down to something like half price, I'll buy the standard game. But the thing is, I have this conundrum because I really, really like the original two.
Oh yeah,
And,
no, but so did I. But
like-
I've gotten to
like-
the point
I feel
now
like
where
this game that this game is not even close to what the original
I-
two brought
yeah,
to
I
me.
I want to
that's
find
the-
out.
that's the
what
thing. I
this
mean,
DLC
I've
thing
realised now.
contains.
I
I want to find out what this DLC thing contains, so that then I can make like an appropriate decision on what to do with that information.
You'll be waiting a while though, because if
Yeah,
it's
I
the same
know.
as Battlefield, it'll be like, well, they'll just release trailers for each of the DLCs like when they're about to release, like a couple of weeks before or something. So yeah.
And I think what's important to consider with this game, what like everyone has to come to accept now that it's out, is that this isn't Star Wars Battlefront 3. It's not like
Unfortunately,
even
no, it's
related to the first two games, which is a massive shame. But
Yeah.
it's something that we're gonna have to accept because EA and DICE have put their own twists on it, and there's some, as I've said before, there's some parts of the game that I really did enjoy in the short time that I did play it, but it's just a massive killjoy that they've managed to structure it in this way. The way I may approach it, which is, I guess, the similar way Oscar actually got into Destiny, is like wait until some sort of new edition comes out with all the DLC included at a reduced price, maybe at like, I don't know, £30-40 to get all the content that the game has without having to pay out of your backside just to be able to play all of that. But until then, I have no intentions of buying it, and I don't think it deserves at all its full price tag because it's so anemic.
Because it's limited
There's
on
something I actually want to
content
bring
in
up
it
quickly as well, and it's something that I didn't even really realise until, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, is that...
About a month ago.
Wow. Yeah, okay, Callum, thanks.
Nice jokes from the summer of 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Just like randomly throwing John Cena and just do it quotes in there.
And his name is John Cena.
Oh god.
That was on
The
point.
games, right? The games that are coming out this fall or have come out this fall. I mean, there's only like Just Cause and The Division left, I believe, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And
Roughly.
actually, that's a good point. Actually, Rainbow Six Siege has an open beta next week. Ubisoft announced. There's a bit of news.
Oh, let's go.
So I might end up playing that just to see what it's like. So I didn't even play the other one. But no. More importantly, the games which I was thinking of buying Battlefront, Fallout, and potentially Rainbow Six Siege probably in the summer of this year. So when all the E3 trailers were coming out and stuff, I thought, yeah, Battlefront looks awesome. Fallout 4.
We all thought
I always
that,
wanted to get. I always wanted to play that game just for the pure fact I wanted to play it because it's such a big franchise. And then Rainbow Six Siege always looked cool. I enjoyed the way it was like elimination game mode, all that kind of stuff, and it looked really, really cool. However, currently I'm not going to get any of those games.
I was
Battlefront.
about to say you haven't gotten any.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
Battlefront not going to get because I don't feel like it's worthy of £50. Again, it's probably the similar situation with Rainbow Six Siege. And with Fallout, it keeps going through my head whether I should buy it, whether I shouldn't, and I don't know. In honesty, I don't know whether I should because I know I've expressed this multiple times. I don't even know if I would actually finish the game. I don't even know I'd actually play it. From what I've seen, Robin barely plays the game. it's weird. Like
It's the sort of game like you either go balls deep or no balls at all. Like you have to commit to the
That
game.
is
You
one
have to
hell of a way to describe how you play Fallout, mate.
statement of the year. You have to quote me on
because
that. But
Cameron,
you have
Cameron
to
always
go
likes
balls deep.
so it's only.
Oh,
it's-
okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that must be you, mate. You ride that chocolate escalator.
the fuck right.
Sorry.
as-
You might
as-
know it as the dirt track.
Okay, as far as away from that, as far as Fallout is concerned, back onto topic. Like, this isn't even back onto topic. This is a complete tangent in itself. But like, you have to invest a lot of time into that game and really play a lot of that game. Like, put a lot of hours into it to actually get the full out of it. It's the exact same with The Witcher 3. I feel like you have to put so many hours into that game to see most of what you can see, and you even think if you play a few hundred hours of that game, you won't see many of the things that they've included in it. And it's the same with Fallout. So if you get the game, then you have to be prepared to play a lot of it. But at the same time, there's no way your money will be wasted if you do buy the game, because it's so massive. There's so many things you can do in it. There's so many opportunities that you will have once you have the game. So I definitely think it's worth it. I mean, I guess that we can come on to that in a little bit, but I've only played a few hours of it, so I don't know what to expect from it really. But I know that does have a lot of potential to be another Witcher-esque game where you need to put a lot of time into it, and it will be rewarding if you do that.
Yeah, I mean, it looked interesting, and I always thought I was going to play
Yeah.
it and stuff. But I don't know. When it came round to it, I just thought, firstly, do I have enough money to buy it? Secondly, do I have the ability to actually play this game like
Do you
all
have
the
the
way
patience?
through?
Do you have the
all that
time
kind of
to just
stuff?
grind
Yeah,
through
I
it
just-
and that
and then
sort
I
of
just
stuff?
But even if you don't, like that however many hours you spend trying to reach that goal, I mean, you would have enjoyed yourself, wouldn't you?
Well,
So,
it depends,
yeah.
because then you might have that idea of, like, you know, buyer's regret or whatever it's called, like where you.
I don't know.
spend
Half the
£50
time,
and-
half the time I spent grinding in Destiny, I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, but I think
all
Fallout's
that
a different
grinding
thing. Like,
and
at least
and-
Fallout had a
yeah, I
story. I mean,
That's a fair
But-
point.
I don't know. I always wanted to play it. I mean, again, people have always have expressed their opinions on Fallout so much, and how much they love it, and how much they love the franchise, and everything like that. And
There's a select few people who are saying they hate the game and that it's a disappointment, but that's a very select few. It seems to be a largely
I think
positive
again,
response.
and we made a video about it, like the idea, like the frame rate and that kind of thing. I mean, that's slightly off-putting, I guess, but it's not
The
anything
PC
terrible.
Master
People are
Race
going
is
on about
calling.
the PC Master Race, of course.
He wants to hear
Here
about
we
the
go.
last generation of consoles called the PS4 and the Xbox One.
This is Ghost. Ghost is like half and half. He's very much.
PC Master
He's-
Race. Mate, I abuse the PC Master Race when I can because I have both options. It is sick.
You're just a
be in this
dickhead,
situation.
aren't you?
Yeah, I don't like Quan. I think he's an idiot.
PC Master
Can we
Race
kick him
for
out?
I've said this
life.
before, but ever since he joined GreatnessDebates, the channel's gone downhill. So I mean, yeah,
It's as Robin said, like when he had to leave at the end of, like, towards the end of the last podcast we
I
did,
did
he was
watch
just
that
like,
bit.
should we end at the highlight because Quan left? Like, that was the greatest thing ever. I mean, it made me happy.
Yeah,
That was the first time I was
That
happy
is a
in
good
that
way of summing
podcast.
up the greatest thing ever when he said that.
indeed.
It was.
Shall we move
So
on
sh-
to? Well, hang on. Is there any more
Well,
news? Or my?
There is. That was the first topic of news out of 3, believe it or not. But what I'll
Damn.
do, I'll
Holy
skip.
shit!
Holy shit! I will skip out one of the pieces of news because Oscar's actually already discussed it in his own video
It's true.
that he's uploaded.
Yeah,
to
fine.
GreatnessDebates.
Make videos about
It was
us.
about
Lose all the
Beyond
banter.
Two Souls, but of course Oscar's already supplied his own
Hey,
opinion onto the
go
channel
watch the
about
video if you
that.
haven't already. It's a great video. Beyond Two Souls.
Anyway.
coming to
It's
PS4
probably
next
awful.
Week. Great video. Go watch it.
Probably
Yep.
awful.
So seeing as he
Hashtag
took the
view whore.
executive decision to upload that video, we'll move on to the final bit of news, which is at the time of uploading this, it would have already gone by, but at the time of recording, it's the day before Black Friday.
Thursday, the
So
19th of November.
thank you for clarifying
Well, it
that,
won't be on
Oscar,
the day
for
we
those
upload it,
who
it'll be
didn't
like
have a
Thursday,
brain and
no,
couldn't figure
Thursday.
that out.
It'll be Sunday, the 23rd.
Go on,
Hang on a minute.
adding 3. Go on.
Yep,
22nd,
there we go.
Oscar.
20 seconds. Yep, there we go. Math skills. There you go.
There we are. Anyway, so
You
Black
can tell
Friday.
what he got
are
at
you-
GCSEs.
Oh yeah. Are you guys getting anything for Black Friday in particular?
I'm going to go in and I'm going to beat up some women to get myself a new TV.
Well,
I'm
there's the
not
end
really,
of
that's
the
why
podcast,
Awkward
everyone. There we go.
I'm not, no. I can't afford to.
I don't have the
At the minute.
dollar, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't have the dollar.
Isn't the whole point of Black Friday is that if you don't have the dollar, you can buy
I don't just
things.
have money.
Go on.
I know what I will
Go
buy.
on.
No.
Quan, do you want to know how much money I have to my name at this precise moment in
Oh, go
time?
on, Callum. Let
Go
everyone
on.
just rob
Go
you.
on. Wait, is it triple digits?
Nope.
Oh no!
I reckon
Well, go on.
he's got £277.
He just said no to being triple digits.
I reckon he's
Oh,
got
no.
£2,777.
No, at this current moment in time, I have £4.96 to my name.
What have you been spending it on?
It's all this
Smoking.
material that he.
It's just all it's pretty much all the resources he needs to film his pornos every
Yeah,
single
it's all the
week.
cameras. He has to
Yeah,
get
hang on,
them
let me just
4K
get
cameras.
naked. Like, I'll just get naked.
It's
I
kind
won't
of
do
being
it.
naked on a camera. I mean,
Yeah, I hope not.
that'll be our
I'm not
second
really.
copyright strike. Well, you know what I mean. Well, that's not a copyright strike, but you know what I mean.
That's our second strike. Channel will be down next
Be
week.
flagged. Yeah.
Brilliant, good job. Well played, everyone.
Well, seeing as you two faggots aren't getting anything on Black Friday, I'm planning to get FIFA because I don't want to pay that much for the game.
Oscar just said
think-
he'd send you his.
Yeah, but not for free. I would have to make him pay. I don't think
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
maybe
anyway,
maybe like £20 or something. Like a lot cheaper than it probably would be, but
I'll just see what happens. Go with the flow. I live life in the moment. We'll see what
at least
happens.
we never play.
Obviously,
so
a
it's
lot
kinda
of.
pointless to me,
I'm not the sort of person to make impulse buys, like to just make like snap decisions and buy something.
I
But if
do
there's
that.
a massive,
That's why I have no money.
but no, I do it sometimes on Steam during the summer sales because some of the deals in there are just like incredible. But if that sort of thing happens on Black Friday, then you never know.
The PlayStation
Anything can
store
happen.
Black Friday deals last year were actually half decent. I remember it. I think I may have got
Yeah,
Rayman
they
Legends
were.
in that sale. Actually, I think that's when I did, and that was going for like £9. So that was a pretty good deal. I think PlayStation Store will do one. I'll be interested to see what they will do. My guess is that it'll be most of the games from like last year, like Far Cry will probably be in there. The Crew will probably be
The
in
Order
there.
will be.
The Order will definitely be in there. Batman Arkham Knight's already on sale at the moment, so that might be in there as well. My earphones are hitting the mic again. But I'm expecting a couple of other things. That's another video I actually do want to make at one point. I want to make predictions for the...
Another crazy prediction.
bold
Oscar's bold predictions.
but I don't know if you...
They are becoming like a tradition for him.
I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the 12 deals of Christmas that they do
For iTunes or for PlayStation.
for PlayStation. They do it over the
Yeah.
I think it's like from like the 1st of December to the 24th, obviously over Advent.
Yeah.
They always do a deal every 2 days, and most of the time those deals are actually really, really good. I remember every single day last year being quite like excited to see what game they would actually provide there. In the end, I didn't actually buy any of them because actually they turned out to be kind of like the best one was Last of Us Remastered for about £20.
You're the only person who would say that you were excited about something that you did not participate in.
I know,
at all.
but it's like
What
just
a casual.
it's like
I
I
re-
wanted
yeah.
to see like I think at
Oh,
the
I saw a
time,
couple of good deals. Meaning
I wanted
you
to
saw
see-
one good
I
deal.
wanted
Couple of good deals actually.
I wanted to see like Far Cry in there at the time, but that wasn't there unfortunately. But I mean, I might make that video at some point, like predictions for what they might be or whatever. But
Hey,
We'll have to
invite
see.
me along to that one.
yeah, maybe it'll be a video that actually includes other people.
Maybe it'll be a video with more than one of us.
Yes. Shall we move on though to the viewer topics as we are moving swiftly through this podcast?
Go on.
Sounds good.
on.
Right. I shall
My body is ready.
bring up. Okay.
Can I just hang on before we start this? Yes, I know I'm a casual. Okay, can we please all accept
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I'm not sorry I got angry because I hate Robin with such a passion. He's just a dickhead.
What a you know who else who hates Robin? George. There was an incident in
I'm sorry, guys.
Shall we
but,
explain
like,
this? Because this is actually.
I'm
quite a
sorry,
nice story.
guys, I
Do
can't be asked
people
for all
know
of
who
his
George is
cuteness.
still? There must be a
Yeah,
very
who's
select
George?
few
George from the Legacy
who was
Archive.
subscribed back then.
George from the Legacy Archive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
He believed.
There was just a bit of an
Everything.
incident. He literally just like lost his shit.
That was hilarious.
It was,
I
it was
can't
was
deal with
so
goodness
funny.
anymore.
Like, no, it was cuteness, you idiot.
No, it
I
was
can't be
no, it
dealing
was
with his
cuntness.
cuteness
What about
anymore.
the
I'm
cuteness?
leaving.
It was cuntness.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What cuteness?
Cute. If
I
only people
wasn't
leave
paying
the chat in
attention.
cuteness. Anyway, George left the chat out of rage, and then Robin was quite kind of like a bit kind of confused,
Apologetic.
quite apologetic
Robin
about
was
it.
being a dick, but he always is. So
Yeah,
it's just
when
sort
is
of
he?
like you have to get used
And
to
When
it.
is he
don't
not?
you?
yeah, then George came back and apologised. Basically, it was a little bit of like a blip in our like I don't know how
Dumb
many
banter.
thousands of messages. Let's just. I'm gonna check this now. Full mid podcast check of how many messages are in our chat.
It's a few 100,000.
So yeah, this viewer topic's
Probably.
really good.
This viewer topic is incredibly good. Let me quickly check.
Oh, and by the way, there is a definite no to the Coben fanboy thing. Like, that's just not happening. I had no post like make up sex with Robin either. He was chatting out of his ass. Like, what even?
From looking how many messages there are, it's about 113,000 messages in that chat at the moment. There you go, 113,000.
And 99% of that is literally just pure AIDS in terms of all the bands.
Just to reiterate, that chat is about how many years old? About 2, something like that.
That's almost 3 years old now.
No. It was 2012 when we started that chat.
Yeah, that's 3 years.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't 2012. It couldn't have been.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway,
actually, no, it wasn't.
So many people are interested in this right now.
Yeah, that's fair. So, viewer topics, of course. First thing I wanted to say: thumbs up if you ship Robin and Callum. 12 upvotes. People are very, very liking this Robin and Callum. Obviously, the bit of Cobin that Callum was talking about a few minutes ago. Yeah.
There's a bit of a relationship going on there.
Nyan Cat bitch. Yes, I ship it. They're post-banter makeup sex. Though.
And then Robin's girlfriend came in and said that she wants to ship it as well.
Oh yes, who wouldn't ship that?
Mate, I'm in. I'm in.
So yes.
Robin, watch out.
Clearly, there is some relationship forming between Robin and Callum. And we will update you on that later on, I'm sure, after they've fixed their...
After they've had their cheeky bum time.
That's one of those things as well, yes.
Hey, that's you and Cameron.
Well, that is true. I mean, there's lots of relationships forming.
I'm the only
single one in the whole of the GDPodcast.
Hang about. I'm single.
Well, yes, Callum, but...
Technically.
You've also got Robin to munch with. Oh my god, there's a fly on my screen, like, literally moving down. Damn. It's just, like, literally walking down the screen. Okay.
Can you just hurry up?
Okay, viewer topic, of course. Crap. This time, where is it? Oh, I've lost it. Ah! Here we are.
My
God.
God.
The sound he makes when he climaxes.
Ah! Someone make that into like a meme or something. Like a soundbite. Ah! It's a picture of like Cameron and his granddad, just bang.
Oh God.
Cameron fake taxi.
No, yeah, fake taxi, and it's like, ah! My noise. Yeah.
Swiftly moving on.
It comes from Matt's channel, also known as MPinks97, of course. Is that the right one? MPinks97?
Yeah.
I think it is. We'll go with it. Anyway, he says, don't be a bitch, Callum. Getting angry over a bit of name calling. Shake my head. Viewer topic. How much enjoyment do you get from finding collectibles or doing side missions in games? Do any of you find it boring, busy work that doesn't need to be in the game?
Can I start with this?
Callum, go ahead.
Go for it.
Right, okay. I said a couple of weeks ago when we did one of the podcasts, I think it was the one before, I think it might have been episode 7 or something, I said, I got the platinum for Uncharted 1, I'm still going for Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, right? But every single other game, I absolutely detested going around trying to find any of this crap. I mean, it takes too long. All you get is an extra star on your flipping PSN. What even is that? There is absolutely no point to it. It makes me want to stab myself, screw trophies, screw collectibles, but I still love Uncharted with a passion.
Callum's a casual.
Oscar sucks dick on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's true, apparently.
Hey, he even admitted it.
Personally, for me, collectibles, it depends what they're how they're structured. Like, for example, in Uncharted games, they're incredibly annoying, and for me, it's like having to go back throughout the game to find these collectibles that realistically have no real value. It's just like it's something you can look and turn them around. It's like, yeah, look at that piece of treasure that I don't give a shit about. It's very similar to that, but I think if you go around and pick up collectibles that actually have an impact on your character's abilities, or it gives you something that you haven't unlocked before, or you can't unlock without getting the collectibles, that kind of thing.
Are you putting that in relation to something like Infamous?
Well,
like collecting the blast shards.
The blast shards, they gave you exactly. They gave you upgraded powers, didn't they? So that was kind of like a good reason to go back and do it.
That was a good thing.
But you kind of needed that anyway to kind of get the platinum or something, I think. So again, but they at least had a good value for doing it. Whereas something like Uncharted, I mean, I think it unlocks like a character or something in the remastered collection anyway, which is not really. I mean, it's cool, but I don't really care that much about playing as Eddie Raja in Uncharted 2. But I mean,
Oscar, Robin does even.
Robin might do because he's got some kind of boner over. He's got like a fetish of like Eddie Raja. That's why he's got him like sprued across his walls at home. But yeah, it's just
like Quan's got Cameron sprawled across his walls.
Exactly. So Yeah, I mean, I mean, for me, collectibles are. It depends how they're structured. If they are something that adds to the game and makes you a better character, or gives you something that you haven't unlocked, that you can't unlock another way, cool. That's very cool. I like doing that. Something I don't like is where you have to go out your own like different method and use like a guide on YouTube to get a platinum trophy, just so you can unlock a platinum trophy. Really, that's all they're really there for. So that's my view on
Go
them.
ahead, Quan.
Are you finished?
I am indeed.
That's what she said.
That is what she said indeed.
Yeah.
Especially in Fake Taxi.
Top quality wit. Right. In terms of my personal opinion about collectives, I guess I somewhat share Oscar's opinion on this. Like, there has to be some sort of reward for it. But even if there isn't, not necessarily a reward for it, there just needs to be a backstory to the collectives. There needs to be a reason behind it. Because some games, it's just like they include collectives, and then you're just like, why? Why are they here? What was the point in having these? So they don't actually add anything to the game. So, say for example, I guess a good example of collectives I like to find in all the Batman games was the Riddler trophies. And
that gave you more of a story, didn't it?
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
in
it was all
specifically.
in Arkham Knight specifically, but it was like because it was a whole side mission in itself, and there was the end goal of being able to finally fight the Riddler, and that was sort of your reward for it. But also with the Riddler trophies, they were somewhat challenging to get. I mean, like with a lot of collectors nowadays in games, you just see them lying around random places, and there's not much point to them. With the Riddler trophies, there was an element of challenge with most of them, and you actually had to think about how to get the Riddler trophies. And yeah, to an extent, I found it annoying because a lot of the time I was sat there for 15, 20 minutes just like trying to figure out how to get the trophy, and that was to an extent annoying. But then when I figured out how to do it, it was very satisfying. So to an extent, I really did appreciate how they went about doing the collectibles in that game. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it does just depend on the game. Because really, I mean, if you're going around collecting collectibles for no apparent reason, then that isn't something that's particularly varied in the game in whatsoever. But it's like in MGS, like the how there's sometimes music playing out the speakers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a form of collectibles,
I like
guess.
that. That's cool though, because you can play the music later on. I think that's quite cool.
Yeah, but that's an example to me about how it's sort of that's just there for the sake of it. Like, there's nothing adding to the story, there's no backstory behind it. It's more just something that Kojima probably liked those sorts of songs and then just put them in there. So if you, I guess, if you like those sorts of songs too, or if you're interested in Kojima as a person, then yeah, okay, fine. But
nice voice crack.
Yeah. But that, I think, is an example of where I just have no lust to want to actually, the kind of lust to actually do those collectibles, because I'll collect them if I'm walking past them, but I never want to go out and actually go out my way to try and get them because there's no point to it. But that's my take on it.
Okay.
So
Callum.
is that?
I already gave my opinion.
Did it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty much everything. Again, like as in like in terms of viewer topics, of course, they make it. Oh, hang on, I've got the fly. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to kill the fly. Hang on. What's this? Fuck you, fly. Yeah.
There's some real banter going on
Indeed,
in the
there is.
GDPodcast today,
Flies,
boys.
Voice cracks and everything else that has happened in this podcast so far. Madness. Again, leave us some viewer topics in the comments, of course, that we can discuss later in podcast, of course. And yeah, anything, literally anything. Like, we don't care anymore. Just literally ask you. I mean, for example, we had Fake Taxi or Fake Hospital last week.
That was quite
which
possibly
I was cut off
I know, well,
in replying to.
There's only a reason for that, Quan.
Someone asked the question. I was answering it.
Someone wants an
So
answer.
yeah, anything that you want to ask us, literally anything, as long as it's not too personal.
And now there's fake cop.
But yeah, go ahead, ask us in the comments, of course, and we're going to move on to the final thing that we always talk about in the podcast, which, of course, is what have we been watching this week. And I'm going to go for Quan. What have you been watching this week, bitch?
Well, since finishing a few TV series a few weeks ago, I've actually not really started any new ones. I tried watching, the BBC series Sherlock that they did. That's apparently really good. And I tried to watch a little bit of that. I watched about 40 minutes of the first episode, and the episode's like an hour and a half long. So I found it really good in that first sort of 40 minutes or so. Just haven't got around to it because I'm busy with other things. Playing The Witcher really primarily is my main busy aspect. But so yeah, I haven't really watched any more of that. But as far as other shows go, I mean, of course, right now The Apprentice is still going on, so I'm watching that weekly and enjoying that. I'm a Celebrity is also a reality show in the UK that's very popular, and that started the other day. I'm not too keen on it. I was much more keen on it a few years ago.
To be fair, like that's the thing. Like people keep saying, like, I mean, when I was talking about it earlier today at school, it just consisted of like, you know, people were like,
Z-list celebrities.
I either like I'm a Celebrity or I don't like it, and for me, like, I watched it 1 year all the way through, and I enjoyed it. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was a couple of years back. And
the only reason to watch this new series is that fit blonde bird. Honestly,
is that the one from Hollyoaks?
From Hollyoaks, yeah.
Yeah. Like the 50th sexiest woman in the world. Like, I would.
Thanks, Callum.
Yeah, but let's be honest, Callum, you do a lot of things. Anyway,
that's true.
Yeah, Quan knows.
Yeah, but as far as I'm Celebrity is concerned, I mean, yeah. Anyway, similar to Oscar. I mean, I've watched it pretty much every year since like when I was probably 14, 15 years old. But like this year in particular, I'm just like looking at it and I'm thinking like, this is just dull. This is just like. There's nothing separating this from any other crappy reality TV show at the moment, and it's just like, well, yeah. So I'm not really that bothered.
There's not really that much of a change every single year, really, is there? I mean, people who are outside the UK have no idea what I'm about either. It's basically just people, celebrities who are not celebrities.
It must be somewhat known around.
Maybe in Australia, that's where it takes place, but that's about it. Probably that's about it.
Well, they may know about it in the US. You never know, because it is really, really popular here. So, you know.
Well, I mean,
what is still good about it is Ant and Dec, of course. They
make
the show. Without them, the show just go to shit because they make the show. But yeah, so that I guess is the other recent bit of thing I've been watching. But also, last week I watched the movie I Am Legend, which I hadn't watched before, so I decided to watch it because it's meant to be a classic. And yeah, it was good.
Bad.
Yeah, I liked it. So yeah, that was good.
Cool.
And then apart from that, I've also been watching some French and German films at school, but also at home. Because of course I do French and German. So for all of our French and German subscribers out there, big thumbs up from me. Hello. Yeah. But so in yeah, oui, non. But as far as films watching that, I've been watching Downfall, which is you guys probably know actually.
I've seen it.
The scene from all the YouTube clips. It's just like Hitler going
nine,
subtitles.
Yeah, that one.
That scene is from Downfall.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I've seen the film.
Yeah, I know. It's just
I just remember seeing different versions of it, and
it's like Hitler hates my maths. Yeah. Hitler hates C1, like the maths paper from last year.
There's one where like someone made like an Uncharted 4 being delayed version.
Oh yeah,
I saw that.
That was Gongcast, wasn't it? Anyway,
I think someone actually who subscribed to the channel actually, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it is Gongcast. Anyway, but yeah, so I've watched Downfall. Das Leben der Anderen is also another German film that I've been watching, which is actually pretty good. As far as French is concerned, I've been watching The Tunnel, which is a TV series made by the same people who created Broadchurch, I think.
You're going on with a bloody mile there. It's like
I know.
5. You were like, not watch that much this week. Yeah, just these German films, The Apprentice, I'm a Celebrity, and I'm Legend. And everything. It's like
pretty much.
Watch everything.
That's the one.
That was a great Oliver impression.
It's true.
I said his name again.
This is strange. It's getting weird.
Mental.
Madness.
Anyway, so yeah, the Tunnel's pretty good too, but not great. I'd rate it average to poor.
Stop, for God's sake. You use all my things. You use not too shabby. You use average to poor. Can you just not?
Well,
Rants.
I'm just left speechless. I mean,
somebody.
I can't.
Shall we move on to a different person who's talking about what they're gonna do? Who watched? Shut up, Quan. Cry all you want. I don't care. I'm going to talk about what I've watched
feelings,
this week.
many feelings.
Shut up. Right.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
Thanks, Skylar. Thanks a lot. I have, again, as usual, don't watch that much. But The Apprentice is something I have watched, of course, since it started about 7 weeks. I think it's in week 7 now, isn't it, Juan? Yeah, it was a pretty interesting episode last night, I have to admit. Pretty good.
Oh, Selena the snake.
She needs to go.
Snake. Snakes.
Bullshit. She should go, and I can't believe that Scott let her off. I was like,
bitch.
Nah, mate.
I know he brought back Brett. Brett is the biggest lad.
Oh yeah, he's a bit of a lad. Yeah.
Brett is just quality, like typical Navy. Just like no, he takes no shit. But he brought him back in, and not fucking Selena.
I know. Selena should be going. She's so lucky. And to be fair, I don't really like Varna either, the American one. But she did okay yesterday. Oh no, yeah, she shouldn't have gone into this. She couldn't have gone to the last 3. No, but like I'm just saying, like she. It's just a kind of annoying, and Selena should go. I don't know why. How many times she's been let off, I don't know.
I don't know.
I like Scott. I think he should definitely have stayed. I'm glad he did.
Scott's alright.
Yeah, and I also like... who's the other one? Who's the funny one? It was in the other team. What's his name?
What are you on about?
Oh, man. I want to say it's David, but it's not.
Dave? Oh, the bug-eyed guy. No, David's the guy, like the happy chap.
Yeah, it's him. But I'm telling, there's another one. He's quite funny, and I can't think. It's the one who the blonde-haired hairdresser doesn't like.
What?
The
Was he the project manager?
No, not him. No.
Why are we having?
It's the other one. It's the other one. It's the one who the hairdresser, the blonde one. What's her name? Charlene or whatever. She doesn't like him. I'm lost. Wait, no,
keep going.
I can't be bothered.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I can't be bothered because it's someone.
No, keep talking about
I've
it.
literally forgotten his name. I can't remember his name, but he's quite funny.
My God.
He's
Just no. As in, like, just talk about The Apprentice generally. I'll find out who it is.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Well, I mean, yeah. Anyone who, I don't know if it is broadcast outside the UK, but it's a show where pretty much it's just loads and loads of business people who have to work together in a team, and every single episode, one of them gets fired, my cameras run out,
oh my God.
to be fair...
Oh, is it the... Oh.
I could do better in The Apprentice than anyone who goes on that show. I guarantee it right now.
But anyway...
I fully guarantee it.
That's The Apprentice anyway.
A lot of them are there for the entertainment, sure, but of course there's also some people there that have very, very good business acumen, as they like to use in the show. Or as Brett would say, they have a lot of self-preservation. No. But yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do that, Callum, to be honest. You'd be one of those ones that's there for the entertainment.
I'd be the lad who's there for the entertainment and who would win it.
Yes.
Am I allowed to talk about what I've
Yeah,
been
go ahead,
watching?
Callum, go ahead, because I've pretty much finished with mine, so...
This week I have been literally obsessively watching the TV show Prison Break. I can't get enough of that show. I've watched that more than I have gamed this week in general. Literally, I get home from work and I just stick the PlayStation on, turn Netflix and chill.
I see you doing that because it's funny because I actually see you're constantly in a if you go on your friends list and there's no game, it's just you. And I'm just thinking, Callum's clearly watching something, and he's clearly been watching Prison Break. That's what he's been watching. So.
I can't get enough of that show. It's unbelievably good. I'm on episode 14 of the first series.
Richard, yeah, that's Richard. Yeah, shit, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, thanks for interrupting me, dickhead.
No one cares about you, Callum.
You're an asshole. I hope you die in a fire. So
harsh.
I watched Django Unchained as well, which is one of Quentin Tarantino's films from I think 2-3 years ago. Maybe. Shut up, man. You're an asshole.
It wasn't me. It was Oscar.
Oscar, as I have said, I hope you die in a fire. So I've watched that. That's pretty much all I've watched, and I think
that's good. Thanks for watching the podcast today.
That nicely rounds off the podcast because Oscar's an absolute spastic and doesn't know how to delete enough things off of his camera to record it for long enough. But we hope to see you again next time.
Bye. Bye.